Stop! Run after him! Stop!
Zhen,
How?
I lost him. He's too fast.
I think I better call the police. Hello? Police?
Received a call at about 3 p.m. about a case of shop theft from the store manager. Her name is Chen Chen. She mentioned that one of her staff, Rebecca, tried to chase after the suspect but could not catch him. The suspect was holding on to 2 brown paper bags.
Do they know what was stolen?
No. They are still checking, but there are definitely some items missing.
Okay. Hi, I'm Senior Investigation Officer Bing Guan. Can you tell me more what happened?
I was tidying up some clothes until I heard the alarm go off. Then I saw this man running away. I chased after him, but he's too fast, so I lost him.
Did you have a clean look at him?
No, I was chasing after him, so I only saw his back.
But we have CCTV cameras. We can take a look at the footage. We took a quick stock check. There are approximately 11 pieces of clothing missing.
We still need to process the scene later, so let's hold off the stock check for now. Can you show me your CCTV footages?
Sure, it's in the office. I'll show you.
Can you show us the CCTV footage of him leaving the store? Can you rewind to see which part of the store he came from? Do you have a camera to see where that leads to? Stop. Play back the footage. So our suspect wasn't working alone. Which section is this?
The winter wear section.
I can see their faces clearly here. Can you rewind?
They had been stealing for an hour, and we didn't even notice.
Can you please go back to the camera at the front of the store? That's strange. They didn't trigger the alarm system. How come?
Maybe they have found a way to block the RFID sensors. Maybe the paper bags have been tampered with?
Can you go back to the camera at the front of the store? At around maybe 1:20 p.m. Please pause. Zoom in. Ishmael, check through all the CCTV footages again. This time, take note of all the items that our suspect took. Ms. Chen Zheng, do a stock check and let us know how much was stolen. We also need a copy of the CCTV footage.
Okay.
Fiona, let's canvass Republic Mall and let's see if anyone saw anything or identify our suspects. Hi, I'm Senior Investigation Officer Bing Guan.
Hi.
Investigating a theft that happened in the mall earlier.
Okay.
Have you seen any of them before?
No.
Can you have a look at CCTV footage?
Okay, sure. Follow me this way.
Do you have a CCTV camera positioned near Superstore Singapore?
Yes, let me pull it up.
Can you please rewind it to around 1:15 p.m.?
Sure.
So, there are 4 of them. Can you fast forward, please? Can you please rewind to see where they came from? Fiona, any leads?
No. So far, no one has seen where or how the suspects left Republic Mall. Many of them saw the chase though.
Never mind. Just head back to Superstar Singapore and assist Ishmael.
Okay.
It seems that they took a taxi here.
Okay. Now we know how they got here. But how do they leave this place? Can the CCTV camera track the route after 3 of the suspects left Superstar Singapore?
Sure.
We are done with our stock check. About 50 pieces of clothing were stolen.
I see. Only winterwear?
Yes.
How much in total?
The total value is 4,995. We have to report this to HQ.
From the CCTV camera footage, the suspects looked seasoned. They knew exactly what to do. No hesitation or otherwise. Ask your HQ to get the other stores to do stock checks as well.
Okay.
Any updates?
$4,995 worth of losses. About 50 items were stolen. Told Zhen Zhen to notify the HQ and let us know if there were similar losses at their other outlets.
Did you manage to find anything?
CCTV cameras at the Republic Mall may have yielded some leads. CCTV footage show there are 4 suspects, not 3. And they arrived by taxi. The footage from the taxi stand is not clear enough to give us a license plate number. Ishmael, contact Tech Crime to enhance the image to get us the number.
Will do.
Another CCTV managed to track 3 of our suspects leaving.
Only 3 of them? No sign of the first suspect that Rebecca was chasing?
Maybe they had a plan to meet up later.
Fiona, contact POCC to see if they have any police camera that can track where they're heading after they left. Let's catch these culprits fast. They've already stolen $5,000 worth of goods in just 1 hour. Who knows what the total haul is?
Hello? POCC?
Watch Officer Saiful speaking.
This is Investigation Officer Fiona Chan from Bedok Division. I forwarded an image of 3 suspects who were last seen leaving Republic Mall at 2:35 p.m. on 15 September. Please look through all police camera footages around the vicinity for anyone fitting the image and attire of the suspects.
Can you enhance the image so we can tell what the license plate number is? Thanks. Now I can find out where our suspects were picked up from.
Finally, now to see where this taxi went. After the 3 suspects left, they took a taxi. I managed to contact the driver and he said the suspects alighted along Sengpo Road.
At any specific location?
No, just somewhere along this stretch.
Tech Crime was able to enhance the image of the license plate number of the taxi that dropped them off at Republic Mall. I called the taxi company and they confirmed that the pickup point was also along Sengpo Road.
Good job, guys. What about the payment mode?
Cash for both instances.
But the taxi driver mentioned that when the suspects were talking to each other, they were not speaking in English or Mandarin. It sounded like Vietnamese, but he wasn't 100% sure.
So our suspects may be foreigners. I'll check with ICA. In the meantime, let's head down to Singapore Road and canvass the area discreetly. Let's not alert our suspects and make them run. Hi, I'm Senior Investigation Officer Bing Guan. I'm looking for these 4 people. Have you seen them around here?
Oh, I have seen them before. They keep going in and out of the hotel opposite.
You sure it's them?
Yes, I remember, because every time they leave the hotel, they'll bring the luggage along with them. Big suitcase, 2 pink. So I always wonder if they have a lot of shopping to do.
Is there anything else?
They always walk a distance from the hotel, then take a taxi. And when they come back, they also alight a distance away from the hotel, then walk back to the hotel.
Thank you for your help. Hi, I'm Senior Investigation Officer Bing Guan. Have you seen any of these 4 persons before?
Yes, they are staying here, room 403. They checked in on 13th September.
Do you have their details?
Only the person who paid for the room. She used the credit card, and I also have a photocopy of her passport.
I'll need a copy of a credit card receipt and also passport.
Okay, I'll go and get it.
Fiona, get Ishmael to pick me up at Sunshine Hotel. We got them. ICA has gone back to us regarding our suspects. They're Vietnamese nationals here on social visit pass. Wing Fang Do, Yu Dong Dare, Wei Ding Tong Hung, Chan Te Pung Tao, have entered Singapore on the 13th of September. Preliminary investigation has ascertained that our suspects has already hit several different Superstar Singapore retail outlets since they arrived 3 days ago. After emergency stock take by Superstar Singapore, they reported an estimated loss close to $45,000. We advise on them. They're currently at room 403 at Sunshine Hotel. We'll be notified immediately if there's any changes to their position. It is crucial that we apprehend all of them in one fell swoop. Failure to do so will lead to disposal of evidence. When on site, I'll determine the optimal time to strike. If there are no further questions, let's move on.
Tank 1 has exited the room, heading to your direction.
Tango 1 is on his way down.
Wayne Fang Dong. I'm Senior Investigation Officer Bing Guan. You're under arrest for theft in dwelling. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Which room are you staying in?
403.
How many people are in the room now?
3.
Take it to the vehicle. We got suspect 1. You have confirmed that the rest of syndicate members are in the room now. Stand by. I'm on my way up.
Front desk.
Police! You're all under arrest for theft in dwelling.
Bring them back.
We found 818 pieces of clothing in your hotel room. How did you get them?
We buy from the shop.
If you bought the clothes, then why are the security tags still attached? We have proof of you and your accomplices stealing the clothes. So you better tell me the truth.
We come 3 days ago. Then we checking in the hotel.
Chúng ta tới đây không phải để chơi, mà để trộm càng nhiều càng tốt các kiểu mới của Singapore này nè. Đồ của họ không có trong nước của chúng ta, cho nên nó đem về bán được giá rất là cao.
Bao nhiêu cái cần phải đi?
Chúng ta cần phải đi 30 cái.
Hệ thống minh năng tỷ sao?
Cái này thì không cần phải lo. Nè, lấy giấy bạc chúng ta bọc như thế này, bọc vô đây như thế này. Vậy thì ra cái nó không có kiều.
Chỉ vậy thôi sao?
Ừ, vậy thôi. Khẩn trương lên đi, chúng ta bữa nay cần phải đi 4 tiệm đó.
There are 2 pink suitcases here. We found one. Where's the other one?
Lost.
Are you sure? We found this in your room. What's it for?
Don't know.
We know that it's for Hotel 65, and there's only a few Hotel 65 around here. So it's just a matter of time that we found out the room that it opens. It's better for you to speak the truth now.
Okay, I tell you.
Nếu như nó bị bắt thì nó có nói với cảnh sát mọi thứ hay không?
Không, anh ấy là một người tốt, anh ấy sẽ không bán đứng mình đâu.
Không được, chúng ta không thể mạo hiểm được. Chúng ta phải giấu mọi thứ.
Được thôi.
We took taxi back to hotel, pack everything, go another hotel and hide back.
Then what happened?
Ê Dương, mày về rồi hả?
Dương, mày làm sao trở về đây?
同做得撈，收嘅間細啲，對嘢ได้。
Bây giờ Dương nó trở về, mình có đi khách sạn khác để lấy những quần áo khác hay không?
Không, để đó đi. Khi nào mà chúng ta về nước thì chúng ta hãy qua đó lấy. Tụi bay khẩn trương lên vậy anh.
So all the clothes that we found in the room when we arrested you are all stolen after the theft at Republic Mall?
Yes.
Nguyen Van To, Nguyen Thi Tung Heng, and Yu Dong Te were convicted of theft and dwelling and fraudulent possession of property. They were each sentenced to 1 year, 11 months imprisonment. Tran Te Fong Tao was convicted of theft and dwelling and fraudulent possession of property. She was sentenced to 1 year, 10 months imprisonment. The police recovered 1,454 items of clothing valued at $44,600 during the raid. In the case you have just seen, officers from the Bedok Division trawled through more than 300 hours of CCTV footage and interviewed more than 10 witnesses to ascertain the identity of the 4 suspects who stole more than 1,000 pieces of merchandise worth over $44,000 from multiple stores island-wide. The suspects were eventually traced and arrested by the police within 2 days of the reported crime. We would like to thank members of the public who have provided valuable leads and assistance in solving this case. Anyone convicted of shop theft shall be jailed up to 7 years, or to a fine, or both. If you are a merchant or a retailer, here are some tips to avoid becoming a victim of shop theft. Always display expensive merchandise in locked cabinets. Ensure that merchandise placed outside the shop are always manned by your staff. Ensure that the CCTVs are in working condition. Attach sensor tags to your merchandise. Remind all staff to be observant and vigilant. If you notice strangers loitering or behaving suspiciously around your area, call the police hotline at 1-800-255-0000 or call 999 for urgent police assistance. You can also submit information online via iWitness at police.gov.sg/iWitness or through our Police at SG application. All information will be kept strictly confidential.
Scam alert. Recently, a new variant of scams on e-commerce platforms has emerged. Since November 2018, there have been more than 50 cases where victims were unknowingly saddled with loans while they were trying to purchase mobile phones on e-commerce platforms. In some cases, the victims were deceived into providing their personal information such as NRIC, SingPass, or bank account details to the scammers on the pretext of filing an installment plan package for the victims for their purchase of the mobile phones. The victims would subsequently discover that a sum of money had been deposited into the bank account, and the scammers would then demand the victims to pay back the loan amount with interest. In other cases, the victims would first receive loan offers from the scammers to purchase their mobile phones. These victims would then receive monies in their bank accounts without their consent to the loans, and subsequently receive demands from the scammers for repayments. To avoid being a victim of such scams, here are some tips. Never provide your NRIC, SingPass, bank account details, or other personal information to strangers. Check the track record and background of the company or seller before making a purchase. If you suspect that you have received an unknown sum of money in your bank account, call the police immediately. do not make any transactions with that bank account. You can help stop scams by joining our Let's Fight Scams movement. Make a pledge and receive the latest scam alerts to share with your loved ones. For scam-related advice, you may call the National Crime Prevention Council's anti-scam helpline at 1-800-722-6688.
We've come to the end of this episode of Crime Watch. If you have any feedback, do drop us an email. I'm DSP James Goh. Until next time, do your part to prevent, deter, and detect crimes.